Without any further ado, I just want to bring Dionne up and let her speak to you all so you can hear straight from an artist what the importance of the performance right is. Ladies and gentlemen, Dionne Farris.
Hello, everybody. So I think the first question is, where in the hell have you been? For those of you who know my music, who follow my music, that came out in like 1995. And since then, I have been raising my daughter. She's now 12 years old. God has always told me that if the music is for you, it's going to be for you. So I'm actually moving back into that, and she's excited for me. And when Brian told me about this, like I was telling, I think, Marty earlier, as I got into the music industry, I learned so many things about it. And a lot of those things were very disappointing to me, and a lot of the things that the artists were not capable of doing, the rights that they didn't have, were very, very shocking to me. Because when I grew up, I just wanted to be a singer. That was it. You know, I wanted to make music and be a part of that. So I would like to first say Happy New Year to everybody. Happy New Year. Still close to New Year, but I wrote a couple of things down that I wanted to say. I actually bought my 2009 calendar. It's a calendar of orchids, and today is January the 12th. And on my calendar it says today is a coming of age day in Japan. And I think today for me it's a coming of age, and I hope that speaking to you today with what we have witnessed, I think, here on the Capitol, and with Obama becoming the next president of the United States, I hope that our country can have a coming of age from this point forward. What I've learned about being a performer and being an artist is that it comes from the heart. What you do is what you love, and what you love is what you do. That's what you hope to do as a singer for me. And performing songs those two songs you actually saw, Hopeless and I Know, I didn't write those songs, but those songs spoke to me and they spoke for me. And they were songs that I wanted to actually sing and convey. So the artist is really the person that creates the culture and the things that you love and the things that you enjoy. I wrote a couple things down that for over the past 50 years, the artist has systemically been treated poorly in the music industry. We can go back to the era of Jackie Wilson and Elvis Presley, i.e. Cadillac Records, where you would get Cadillac instead of your royalties, which is completely unfair. But the artist does songs, and they sing songs because songs are meant to be sung. The platform here today is artist performance royalties. The first song that I ever did, which was my own, is For You. That's not out there yet, so we hope that at this point in time we can actually, when it does hit the radio station, I'll be able to see a brand new performance royalty fee set so that we can make some money off of those things, because the artist ultimately struggles. It's rare that you get a hit, let alone something that's being played on radio at a constant rate, and it's very rare to get your day in the sun, if you will. And I think that it's just completely unfair for an artist to not necessarily write a song, but sing a song and not be able to capitalize on that song for the rest of their lives if the song plays for the rest of their lives. Today I came just like this. I was going to get dressed up, but I was like, you know what, I think this is more effective. The holes, all that stuff. It's real. It's real. It's absolutely real. But I just wanted to speak to you about that and what I know about it. I'll tell you a story, a quick story. You guys remember Divas Live, right? VH1 Divas, all that stuff. Well, it was Aretha Franklin, and I told the story earlier. Aretha Franklin, put this book down. Aretha Franklin, Mariah Carey, Shania Twain, Celine Dion, who else? Gloria Estefan. So it's the last song, right? And Carole King. So they're all standing flanked, Mariah and Aretha's in the middle. And they're about to sing Natural Woman. So I'm watching this, and as a singer and somebody who's been on stage before, I can feel the vibrations of what's actually just going on. It's like, oh God, there's tension, what's happening? So what I learned later is what I perceive is that the producers had their own idea about, well, this is what we want to do. We want everybody to be equal, and nobody's, above anybody else, and, let's all stay on the same plane. So they started to about to sing the song, and Aretha's here, and Carole King's standing here. And Aretha says, would you forgive me if I didn't sing this song? I don't think so. And so she says, looking out on the morning rain, oh, I used to feel so uninspired, oh, and when I knew I had to face another day, oh, Lord, it made me feel so tired. Now I'm no longer doubtful for what I'm living for. And if you're happy, baby, I don't need to do more. 'Cause you make me feel, you make me feel, you make me feel like a natural woman. So who wrote that song? Carole King, right? But whose version? But whose version do you know, do you love, pours out of you when you hear it? Another song. I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. Whitney Houston, right? Who wrote that song? My point is, when I first got into the music industry, I heard that the radio stations, they're doing you a favor, me. So if they play your record, you're lucky. I said instantly, that's not true. One hand is washing the other. Because if a radio station that plays music doesn't have music, well then you talk radio. Talk radio's fine. It's good. People listen to it all the time. My dad listens to talk radio all day in the car. So we know it's making money. We know that's not the issue. The issue is the performer, the person who sings a song that they may not write. Somebody, the writer may not be able to sing. So these two have to become one. Songwriters get paid. Producers get paid. Publishers get paid. Performers should get paid. When the version of the song that you love is being played on the radio, it's only fair. Systemically, for 50 years or more, the artist has suffered. Let today be a coming of age. I'm Dionne Farris.